Hey guys, so I am on my iPhone because cameras and lighting setups don't work well in small spaces like this bathroom. So I'm going for my driver's license in a couple of minutes, and I wanted to have my hair and makeup done for my photo. Apparently the test and getting the actual plastic license aren't like the same step in New Jersey, which I had no idea that was the thing. I passed my license test like 2 weeks ago, something like that. But I have to go like pick up my actual license. It's weird. Jersey sucks and it's hot as heck right now, and I'm sweating my butt off. It's like 75 degrees in this bathroom, and yeah. Anyway, I want to have my hair and makeup done for my license picture. I want something simple so it doesn't look like I spent a whole lot of time on it, but something enough that it's not just like I roll out of bed and that was that. So this is the hair. It's super simple because all we're doing is taking like giant pieces of hair and wrapping it around a curling rod, and the makeup's pretty simple as well. I apologize, the quality is bleh on these videos because again it's an iPhone, but I'll put pictures at the end so you can see what everything looks like in a little bit better quality and not iPhone land. Hope you guys like this. Any questions and all that stuff, comment down below, and I'll put all these products in the description so you can check that out if you want to. Hope you guys like this, and let's get started. So all I've done so far is just take my fingers and finger comb all of my natural waves out, just so that there are no knots in here, so when we start curling and straightening this, there's no like things to get in the way of that. Take little pieces near the tops here and just kind of bring it down, and we're going to be curling these bottom pieces, so kind of just leave them pretty much however they are. So next I'm taking a mix of two products. This is my Eufora Pure Polish Finishing Drops. This smells so good. If they had a perfume that smelled like this, I would use it. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like, it's like a very light, berry, kind of bubble bathy smell. I don't really know, but I know everyone I've used this on or showed this to, they're just like, oh my gosh, like it's good. So this stuff, just like a smoothing serum, and then the Suave Professionals Heat Defense Leave-In Conditioner. Just gonna mix these in my hand, like this much of the leave-in conditioner, and then just like a drop of the Shine Drops. So take that and focus that on the bottoms of your hair, and then whatever is left kind of works up through the middle. And then whatever is at the very end, just take that and rub that through your roots up here. Then I'm just going to take my hair and separate that into sections. So putting my fingers right above my ears and bringing them backwards, just so I can work with this bottom section first right here. I'm using my Remington rectangular curling rod just because it's what I have sitting on my counter. Plus, I love the texture this gives, but you can totally use whatever curling iron you like. I definitely recommend curling rods though, just because I feel like I just like them better, and they're easier to use, and there's less mistakes to be made with them. So I just take really big sections of this. So like this section back here, probably separating it into 2 sections. You could even do 1 if you wanted for this. Take this, take your curling rod, put it behind, just wrap it, and because I want these super duper loose, I'm going to be kind of pulling this downward and letting it do its thing like that. Same thing on this side. Putting it here, and then because I want the ends to be more curly than the middle, I kind of pull it down to let the heat off the middle, just like that. And you can see it's just a very loose wave in the back of my head. Next I'm taking the section I just curled and putting that in a ponytail. Again, you can use clips if you really want to, but ponytails are sitting on my counter, so I'll just use those. Separate your hair again into the next layer. Once you have your top ponytail, kind of lay that on top of your forehead, and then take this bottom section, and you can kind of judge. I think this is going to be about 3 sections, but depending on how tight you want the curls, you can definitely change that up. But for me, I want these to be very loose and easy waves today. So I'm putting this into 3 sections here, kind of 1 on this side and then 1 in the back. Flipping that guy back, and then taking my side section first, curling iron, wrap it around, and this is a pretty big piece, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a pretty giant chunk of hair. Then sliding it down to kind of relieve the heat on the middle first, so the end is tighter, just like that. And this side. You can see it's a pretty big chunk, so like it takes up a lot of my hair. Like if I was doing the curls I usually do for my hair, this would be like 3 or 4 different sections. So these are really, really huge chunks. Wrapping around, pulling down. Just like that. I'm just going to pull out the ponytail from the very bottom section and re-tie up all the sections that are curled now. So when I get to this last little top section of hair, kind of a medium-sized section of hair on top, I put my part in where I want that to sit. And I like to kind of take the bigger section here first, split it up a little bit so I have kind of like a bottom section and then this upper section. Flip this out of the way and do your big curl with this. So flipping it backwards, pulling it down, letting it out. And I like to use the teeniest, tiniest bit, like smaller sections up here, just because I do like my curls look more defined on top of my head. So taking the front section again, just because I want a little bit more, quickly wrapping and letting go. Then just take that section that you flipped backwards. I'm going to split this into 2. So starting with this front section, just pulling it down as you're going. Just like that. Last section, up here. It's a little bigger section, so I'm going to hold it a couple seconds longer. Let that out. Alright, and then we have these, so this one last section on this side of my head. Pulling it down, so the ends sit on a little more time, and let go. Okay, now we're going to let out all of the hair. So then once you have that, you're basically done, but I like to take little pieces from the top. So like if you look here, these sections look a little tiny bit too flat. So what I'm going to do is just take very, very small sections from the top here, like this. Split this up into maybe 2 sections and curl these very, very quickly. So by having a really small piece of hair, but holding it on like no time at all, you're going to have very defined curls, but they're going to be super loose and natural looking. So take your little tiny piece of hair, quickly curl, and as quick as it's on there, let it go. So you have just these little pieces that look like that. And then do that again on other pieces you want. Another good thing about putting in these little random curls are that it looks a lot more natural because the texture is all mixed up. So you have sections that are small, sections that are bigger, and so it looks a lot more natural even though we know that it's not at all. So keeping in mind that this is for my license picture, I want to kind of make sure the front is absolutely perfect. So doing that same like very small piece super quick, pulling it out up front here. So that is the finished hair. I think that it's super pretty and crazy, crazy easy because you're taking these huge sections of hair and wrapping them around your curling iron. So it doesn't take that long at all to finish curling it. But yeah, I don't add any product to this just because I feel like hairspray makes things really crunchy and I don't like that. So I just, basically all I've used are the heat protecting spray and the shine drops. So I hope you guys like this and I will talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye!